everybody, Movie Fan Z here. Time for another review. And today's movie that I'm going to be reviewing is 1992's Under Siege. So this movie features an ex-Navy SEAL, played by Steven Seagal, who is turned cook, is the only person available to stop a group of terrorists when they seize control of a U.S. battleship. So let's get into the cast. We have Casey Ryback, the ex-Navy SEAL, is played by Steven Seagal. Commander Krill, took me a minute to read that, is played by Gary Busey, one of the terrorists. And the other one is William Schranix, and he is played by Tommy Lee Jones. Definitely not someone you would want to have as a villain. And then Eric Eleniak plays Jordan Tate, and she is brought onto the ship for a party, and things happen, and then she actually teams up with Casey Ryback to take out the terrorists. And it is directed by Andrew Davis. Some of his other credits are The Fugitive in 1993, Collateral Damage in 2002, and Holes in 2003. Let's go over some ratings. We have 6.5 on IMDb, a 58 on Metacritic, and a 79 on Rotten Tomatoes. And I liked what Roger Ebert said about this movie. It is basically Die Hard at sea. It seems like you get a lot of these movies where it's one versus terrorists, basically. You've had examples of White House Down, Olympus Has Fallen, even something like Air Force One, you kind of have that as well. So you have a lot of different ones, and especially Die Hard. So I'm going to list some fun facts for you. Harrison Ford actually watched this movie before considering taking the lead role in The Fugitive, because that was Andrew Davis also directed that, like I said. And then, at the time of release, this was the highest grossing movie to not have been screened for critics. So let's get into the pros and cons. First, the cons. I wasn't a big fan of the story. It didn't blow me out of the water. No pun intended. And also, the villain's reasonings for taking over the battleship, I didn't understand what it was. But talking about the villains, they're actually one of the pros. I thought Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones were very good in their roles. And I thought Steven Seagal was good in his role, but not great. It seems like he never smiles. But I did also like the action. Thought it was very good. Again, confined space, but using your environment. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 5. Well, that is my review for 1992's Under Siege. Come back next time for another review. This is Movie Fan Z, signing off. Have a good night.